What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. Gonna have Judge Jeanine at Fox News of the 5 coming out absolutely furious, going off attacking Hunter Biden. The Hunter Biden trial, saying that this whole thing should have been an open and shut case. And I can agree wholeheartedly with Judge Jeanine is saying here in this update. You know, Hunter Biden lied clear as day, lied on federal documents, saying that he was not underneath the influence of any drugs when he was purchasing that gun. And then we got that laptop that's proven otherwise, you know, mounds of evidence proving otherwise. I'm excited to check out what Judge Jeanine is preaching here in this newest update. So we get straight into the update and I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. Definitely stick around to the end. Guys, get my thoughts on the back end. And also, YouTube, push this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. But let's get straight to the news. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button for me and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Let's bring in Judge Jeanine Pirro, co-host of The 5. So all of this, Judge, is to wrap around the idea that Hunter Biden lied on federal gun purchasing form while he was under the influence of illicit substances. Gun store employee Gordon Cleveland testified saying, quote, Cleveland said he gave Biden the form while Biden gave Cleveland his passport as a form of identification. Cleveland also testified that he was 2 feet from Biden as he filled out the form. He further testified that he personally saw Biden fill out question 11E, which asks whether he was an unlawful user of or addict to drugs, with Cleveland saying he personally watched Biden check the no box. I mean, that's a Fox News quote from Wednesday. I mean, it sounds like a slam dunk.
You think? I mean, you know, this is so incredible. Rarely does a prosecutor have the sound from the audio book that Hunter Biden actually recorded, where he talks about how he's using drugs and crack cocaine, how his life is messed up. But not only that, we've got a laptop that comes in, which pretty much calendars what he's doing when he's buying drugs. And then you've got the witnesses who say he actually signed this form 2 feet from me. So everything that Abby Lowell, who's a very competent attorney, the defense attorney for Hunter Biden, is saying is like going by the wayside. Because Abby Lowell said, well, you know, this guy, Cleveland, he was a salesperson. He wanted to sell that gun to Hunter. The only problem is, it's clear on redirect that Cleveland didn't make any extra money if he sold a gun or didn't sell a gun. He said, I make the same money. So you've got the defendant's own voice, you've got the defendant's own laptop, you've got the girlfriends, the ex-wives, and the other girlfriend or the brother's widow. Everybody's putting this all together, the circumstantial evidence, the direct evidence. And Abby Lowell is trying to say, well, maybe he was talking to another girl and really wasn't doing drugs that minute. But Zoe says he was doing crack cocaine every 20 minutes. So, I mean, this is as direct as it gets.
I mean, in a case of you can't make this up, as I mentioned at the top of the hour, Judge, great to have you here. Roll tape on the media and Biden himself claiming this laptop, where all this evidence is coming from, was disinformation.
This is just classic textbook Soviet-Russian tradecraft at work.
This laptop that intelligence officials have warned is likely Russian disinformation.
Ongoing Russian disinformation effort.
It is so obviously a Russian operation.
Do you still think that the stories from the fall about your son Hunter were Russian disinformation and a smear campaign, like you said?
Yes, yes, yes. God love you, man.
The media and the president just ate that narrative up, Judge. We all remember those moments.
They didn't just eat it up, Sandra. They created it, okay? We know that Anthony Blinken was the person who rounded up those 51 alleged intel agents and said, we need something for Joe Biden to say at this debate with the president, with Donald Trump. But the thing that's so disturbing here is that has caused Americans to lose faith in our institutions and in the CIA and in Clapper and in the Justice Department. Now, this is a central piece of evidence by the same Department of Justice. And let me tell you how easy it would have been to confirm that laptop. All you do is take one of those emails and say to one of the people who received it, did you ever write an email to Hunter Biden, or did he ever send you an email? This could have been confirmed in a minute. And the New York Post did it. They weren't afraid of defamation lawsuit because they knew it was real.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's talking about, oh, this is Hunter Biden's laptop now. It's almost like they got split personality disorder. The
Schizo.
media. Yeah, well, I wanted to ask you about this too, because this is development for President Trump. Georgia Court of Appeals has put on hold anything dealing with the Fonnie Willis case until after it considers the entire case, which could delay this Georgia court case for a long time. Steve Sadow, defense attorney for former President Trump, wrote this: the Georgia Court of Appeals has properly stayed all proceedings against President Trump at the trial court pending its decision on her interlocutory appeal, which argues the case should be dismissed and Fulton County DA Willis should be disqualified for her misconduct. If the president ever sees the inside of a courtroom, it won't be until at least March or April of next year.
Right, because the appellate court, as you say, John, is ruling on the, as you call it, an interlocutory appeal. It means that they took this from the trial court, the decision of Judge McAfee, and said, you know, this has to be reviewed by another court. So the appellate court is not going to take this out of turn. They're going to take it in their normal schedule, and they're not going to get to it until that time, based upon its where it is on the calendar. So essentially, there will be no trial of former President Trump in Georgia before the election.
Huge. Judge, good of you to be here.
Oh.
I said huge. Did you not catch on?
Yeah, I
did. Huge.
Great to have you here, Judge.
Thank you.
You're
We'll see you
huge,
again
Judge.
soon.
That's why we love having you with us every day.
Yo, there we have it, guys. I always love to check in with Judge Jeanine because she's going to call it exactly how she sees it. She's weighing in on this Hunter Biden trial. She's calling it exactly how she's seeing it. Calling the balls and the strikes, no matter which side of the playing field you're on, she's going to call it how she sees it. And right here, she's saying that this whole thing should have been, you know, a slam dunk case. I can agree with her on that one. There is mounds of evidence, witnesses that nail Hunter Biden, connect him to this crime right here, you know, especially that laptop. I feel like that's the ice on the cake. I mean, despite the cover-up job that we've seen the Biden administration by DOJ, FBI try to do on this whole laptop thing, where they tried to brush it off to say that this is a hoax, Russian disinformation. Now it's being proven to be true. And it's factual. All the things on this laptop can be admissible and used in court. And then that right there should have nailed Hunter Biden to the crime right there. This should be one of the easiest verdicts for our jury to decide on right here. Whereas we have so many witnesses that are coming out and saying, you know, between Hunter Biden's girlfriends, ex-girlfriends, they could pinpoint when he was, you know, using drugs, these illegal substances. And then on top of that, we got the laptop. Like Judge Jeanine said, it lays out like a calendar. It was like he was almost doing a documentary on his road to recovery, but he wasn't really recovering. We've seen him doing all these illegal acts on that laptop, guys. Now it's all being replayed for him in the courtroom. I know this is not a good look, especially when the jury is seeing all of this. Honestly, don't see any way that there's a possibility for Hunter Biden and his legal team to turn around on such a narrow street. It seems like Hunter Biden has dug a ditch too deep for them to get themselves out of. We may actually see Hunter Biden having to pay the price for his crimes, you know, being held accountable, which is something that is far out of his vocabulary. He has lived a very invincible life. We look back in his past, all the crimes and wrongdoings that old daddy has covered up and, you know, thrown underneath the rug for him. I mean, it just doesn't make sense that this is one of the first times he's being held accountable for his actions. And that right there is why I think Judge Jeanine is so passionate. You see so much emotion flowing through her when she is speaking on this case, because I feel like that judge side of Judge Jeanine definitely sees where Hunter Biden could have been held accountable for his actions over thousands of times, and he's just been let go, virtually giving him a free pass at every single turn in life. Judge Jeanine is like, no, this has to stop. Hold this man accountable for his actions. You know, we've got more than enough evidence, you know, pinpoint him to that crime. So we need to nail him so that he doesn't think he is invincible from the court of law, our justice system, like he currently does. At this rate, he is a danger to not only society, but he's a danger to himself, you know, going down this road thinking he is so invincible. If we see Hunter Biden skating off this crime with no time, guys, oh my goodness, I am scared for what he's going to do next. Guys, definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on what we just seen. You know, Judge Jeanine going off to say that this should have been an open and shut case, a slam dunk case. Hunter Biden, more than enough evidence proving him to be guilty on all charges have been brought about, especially this whole federal gun charge. You know, he signed that document. We've got the gun store owner right there. And then we've got the laptop that almost acts as a calendar saying that, hey, he purchased the gun on this date and he was still doing drugs, 2 weeks before and then 2 weeks after. So you're telling me that he just stopped on the day that he purchased the gun? No, I don't believe it, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on what Judge Jeanine just laid out for us. If this thing should have been open and shut. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button and share us out to as many Facebook friends as possible, guys. Share the truth. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. Doesn't cost one thing. You guys hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week.